Hey YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire!
And tonight we're talking about Legends of Tomorrow!
Season 4, Episode 14, Nip Stuck.
Why?
Because it's about a nipple.
And it's in correlation with the show Nip Tuck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nip Stuck.
Because they were stuck under the ice, and then the people at the bureau were stuck in the bureau.
And being nippulized. Nippleized.
No.
What did Ava say? Whatever.
Something with a nip.
Niptized.
Niptized, right?
Hypnotized.
Yes, hypnotized. That is a hard word to say, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, hypnotized. Once you get it down, it's easier to say.
Hypnotized.
But you have to get it down first. Wow.
Oh, man.
I want to go straight from that to she effing bit it off. But we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
What did you like about the episode? Stare at the eye.
Oh, that's creepy, man.
Right.
Eye stuff creeps me out for some reason.
Especially when it's in your nipple.
When it's close up and it's like blinking, it creeps me out. Like creepy AF. But like no. I liked anything with Nate and Zari. I like.
Doing it just to keep the egg warm.
There's other ways that we can generate heat.
Oh, let's just do this.
I mean, it was probably pretty uncomfortable with an egg in between them.
I don't know. They couldn't do it.
Yeah. I also liked learning about the fact that freaking Nora and Ray are married in real life.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea. Like, I knew that he was married, Brandon Routh.
Mm-hmm.
But when I looked who it was, and I looked at her picture, and then I went to her filmography, and it said Nora, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they've been married for over 10 years. So.
Before the show started.
Yeah.
Because The Flash has only been on for 5 years.
Yeah, they've been married since 2007.
Yep. That's
like
we were 16.
They've been married since when he did freaking Superman
Superman Returns.
Begins. No, Superman Returns. Okay. Yeah. That's Batman Begins.
Yeah. We were 16 when they got married.
That dates us.
It does. But I was already such a huge fan of him.
Yeah, I didn't know about him until Arrow.
I watched him in Heroes.
I've only seen like a couple episodes of Heroes.
They're such vastly different characters from Heroes to like Arrow and Legends that I had no idea he was the same guy. Legitimately, I did not know because they are vastly different. I mean, I still can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same guy.
It's weird sometimes how like somebody that you really like and you've watched a lot of their work, like they don't even seem like the same person in one particular role, and then like something else they're like, whoa, that's a complete turnaround from who you were before, like in that show or that movie. So
And he was the main bad guy for over half of that show's run.
Yeah.
He tried to go good, but then he just kept going back to evil. So it's just like, okay, well, he's evil. Just get over it.
I might eventually watch, like, the rest of it and go back to it. I just didn't get very far.
Yeah, it was really good.
I know that it ended badly, though.
I mean...
Kind of. Like, it had a sucky ending. Because it was canceled.
Yeah.
So it wasn't given the proper ending.
But then it got the
reboot,
kind of. I mean,
yeah.
it wasn't really a reboot.
Like a revival.
Yeah, because it was the same characters, it was the same people.
Kind of like
just
Fuller House.
Further,
just a revival.
Yeah, it was just further down the road, a couple of years later.
Yeah. Was Hayden Panettiere in it?
No, but her father was.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they mentioned her and how she went on to live her life. Because she was doing Dallas or whatever it was.
Oh, Nashville.
I knew it was something Texas-like.
Dallas.
I don't know. It was Texas.
She wasn't even... No, Nashville's in Tennessee.
I know, but like Texas and country, like I put those together.
Just think of the country capital, which is Nashville.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I know Nashville's in Tennessee is country, so I equate it with Texas.
Yeah.
So then I'm like,
well,
Dallas.
I mean, there was a newer Dallas that they did.
Right, but no, she was in Nashville.
She was in Nashville.
Yeah. But she was in that at the time, so.
Yeah.
And I don't really know if they would have paid her salary to come back.
Probably not.
Oh, they were already paying everybody else who was in the show their huge salary.
Yeah.
Because they were all pretty famous by then, or before then anyways.
Well, I don't know the name of his character on Heroes, but freaking Milo Ventimiglia was pretty famous.
I think he was Nick.
And he was on Gilmore Girls before Heroes. So, I mean, and now he's on This Is Us, which is a super, super popular show.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And he's been in other movies and stuff, too. So, he's pretty big.
Yeah. I still see him as Nick or whatever his name is on Heroes.
And
but
I mean, he's Jack Pearson and he's freaking Jess Mariano, or however you say his last name.
But yeah, it's nice seeing Ray the actor go back to playing evil, but he still has to play evil within the continuity of Ray. So it's really interesting seeing this juxtaposed evil to evil, like how?
Well, because because demons are always really like snarky and like clever with their like humor.
Right.
So he's having to like do it that way. Like that's how he's playing it.
Yeah.
And
which is Ray's style.
Yeah. So it fits.
Yeah.
But I mean, usually anytime you see somebody possessed, that's how they act. Not always, but a lot of the time.
Right.
Like even on Supernatural, like they'll be like really like charming and like clever and like kind of, you know, like I know what you're doing type thing. Like Lucifer. Lucifer, his friggin' sass, man. He's the best Lucifer. Best.
I think all those Lucifer fans out there might disagree with you.
Well, I just mean within that universe.
Right.
Like, Mark Pellegrino, he's good Lucifer. Like, if any other actor was playing Lucifer in Supernatural, not the TV show Lucifer. Okay, let me clarify that. It would not be the same. Yeah. Because he brings so much to that character.
I mean, they tried to change they tried to change the actor into that singer dude.
Which singer?
Yeah, remember Lucifer possessed the dead singer person, and then Rowena. I still say her name wrong.
Rowena.
Like, when she was serving him or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's just so many seasons, man. I don't remember everything. But
anyways, like, It's a great episode. I
Yeah.
loved it. Like, I think the only episode I've really hated so far this season is the one where Ava sided with Nate's dad
Yeah.
on torturing innocent creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I mean, I saw it from her point of view, but then the way she explained it,
Mm-hmm.
I did not approve with, but I just glossed over that fact. But yeah. Ava was the first one hypnotized.
Yes, she was.
It was hilarious.
It was.
Gary Green is all the man we need.
Oh my lord. I bow to you, my lord.
I love that it's GG. His name is GG. Good game. It's what GG stands for. Good game. Everyone says it when they're done with the game.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like when you're out there playing sports and you shake your opponent's hand
Or
afterwards.
smack their butt. Good game.
Right, like afterwards, you know, like not your teammates, but your opponent.
I know.
I think you smack your teammates' butt, but you shake your enemy's hand.
Probably.
But
unless you like them or something.
Wow.
That's not where I was going with that, but I mean, you know.
Yes. But like his name is GG. It made my day.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. It was cool to see, like, the ancient time, like, the Stonehenge and all of that stuff.
Yes.
Like, I enjoyed that.
His ancestor's an effing dickwad.
He is. He
Worse
freaking
than
looked like Thor.
His
the
name was
long-
Constantine.
With the long hair, he looked like Thor.
Well, yeah, Constantine and then Constantine.
And Constantine sacrificed himself to save Rey.
Yes, he went to hell so he could find Rey and bring him back.
Freaking Constantine is badass and awesome.
He is.
And if you don't like him, then you can leave.
Please don't.
You can GTFO.
Please don't. We have the perfect amount of subscribers right now.
I'm just kidding. Or am I? No, but I mean, like, not everybody's gonna like him. I get it, but I'm just saying, like, he's a really, really great character.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just hard for me to see somebody not like him.
Right.
I know that there are people who don't, because there's always going to be people who don't like a character.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's just done some really good things.
Mm-hmm.
And regardless of whether or not he wants to admit it, they are his family.
Yeah.
And he will do anything to protect them and save them.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
And
Tabitha is the effing fairy godmother.
and he kissed her.
That old woman probably felt like she was on cloud 9, like kissing a younger man. Like, oh my gosh,
I'm kissing Brandon Routh.
she was probably like, oh my gosh, I can kiss someone again. I mean, unless she goes out there on dates or is married,
She's
probably
probably married.
I don't know. I mean, she's old enough. Her husband's probably gone. That's mean. I didn't mean it like that. But, like, I don't know. Like, when old people...
I think you're running yourself into a hole right now.
I know. When old people, like, when people that old kiss, like, someone that young, like, in my mind, I'm just like, that must be such a great experience for them.
Oh, probably. Can you imagine?
No.
Like,
I cannot imagine kissing wrinkly lips. Be like, oh my gosh, I love this. I can't get enough. Let's find you a younger body so we can enjoy this better. So,
I'm trying to see what her name is. Jane Carr is the fairy godmother. She was born in 1950. She's married.
Why does his picture look so young? I don't. It's an old.
He
picture.
was born the same year as her.
But he hasn't updated his picture.
No.
He still looks young.
He looks familiar to me. Anyway. Oh, they're divorced. Never mind.
Ah!
Because it didn't have a divorce year. It just says divorce. Like, it has the thing where it says, like, to present.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't notice a divorce right away.
Right.
But anyway, yeah.
So she did massively enjoy this kiss.
Yeah.
I'm just.
They're like, was their tongue?
Right. I mean, I'm glad they weren't showing it because I did not want to.
Oh, hell no.
No. But I love that they like had to imagine.
Right.
Like they were probably laughing their asses off when filming this section. Like, was that tongue? I can imagine they had to take so many takes for that shot. Like, oh my gosh. Oh, it's killing me inside.
Right.
But I really enjoyed that whole thing.
See, because, like, that's Courtney Ford who plays Nora.
Mm-hmm.
And you go down here, it says Brandon Routh.
So they're married.
Yeah.
It's
probably nice to have your wife on the show with you.
As your girlfriend.
Well, I mean, Danielle Eccles was on freaking Supernatural this season, too. And she's Jensen's wife.
Yeah.
So...
Well,
they weren't like together, but she was on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. I mean, there's never really much meat to these episodes.
Yeah, I mean, Mick was right about like the whole thing with
all you ever do is save people and then be with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, never spend time with us.
It's true.
Yeah.
Usually, not always, but a lot of times when people have somebody else, they don't spend a lot of time with their friends. Because they just always want to spend time with their significant other. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But
I mean, Mona turning into the wolf, like, freaking Gary getting all scared by it. Like, what wolf? What are you talking about?
Right. I do have a question about this whole thing. Like, she lost control of her arm. And she wrote, "Not alone," on the wall.
Which was weird.
And then she's like, "Right, I have you." And I'm like...
Wait, are they two separate entities?
Right? Because I'm pretty sure Mona has
like it. Why
control.
would they be two separate entities? Because she can morph into it. You know what I mean?
Right, and Mona seems to be the one that has control. So
it's
why?
Connected to her.
Right, it's Mona turning into someone, like turning.
It's
into
like
something.
the Hulk. It's like the Hulk.
But
like
the Hulk is two separate identities.
Now.
He's always been two separate identities.
Well, whatever. But, like...
Now he's just one identity.
Yeah, but he looks like the Hulk. Sorry if you haven't seen Endgame, my bad.
I mean, spoilers.
By this point, you probably should have seen it.
Right.
It's been out for over a week.
Right, and it's not really a big spoiler. Like, it doesn't affect anything.
No. It's not like I'm talking about who dies.
Or if people die.
Yeah. I saw this thing on Tumblr that said, like, if people are mean to you, like, in the movie theater, like, the people that work at the theater, just get back at them by saying who dies in Avengers Endgame.
They've probably already seen it, though. Because you get free movies.
Like, bitch, this is who dies.
Right?
But yeah, like, because she was bitten, so it's gonna be in her. Like, it's part of her. It's not separate from her.
Right. It's not like he transferred himself into her. He infected her with a disease that allows her to transform.
Yeah. Which means it affects her DNA.
Mm-hmm. He rewrote her DNA.
Yeah.
And rewriting her DNA does not mean creating a separate entity within the person.
Right. So when it said that at first, I was like thinking, so is there a ghost?
Right?
Like,
I was like, why did she lose control of her hand?
I'm like, is there a ghost in the basement with her? Like,
yeah. I mean, I know that she talks to herself sometimes to say, like, this isn't the first time she says, not yet, Wolfie.
Does she have an imaginary friend?
I mean, you know, this isn't the first time that she said, like, not yet, Wolfie, like, let's hold off.
Right.
But, like, they never really established that it was a separate person. I always assumed it was more of her telling herself to calm down.
Yeah.
So I'm, like, hella confused. They need to just, like, tell us how the F this works.
Right, they do.
Before I blow another gasket. Because I obviously just blew one. Because I wanted to string a long line of choice words right there about that subject.
But yeah, like, it was just funny to see them all brainwashed, especially Nora and Ava.
Yes.
And
Gary Green is all the man we need.
And I mean, I like Mick because, like, even though he gets, like, has a temper and he gets mad and, like, he just wants to shoot it and all that stuff, like, you know, he knows that they're all a team and that they're a family and, like, you know, that's just part of his nature to, like, protect and, like, just kill and ask no questions. Like, you know.
Right. He needs to have another episode, like that ninja episode, where he was like, ninjas are real. It's like, no one believes in ninjas, dude. They don't exist. And then, like, in that episode...
Unicorns aren't real either.
Oh my gosh. And then in that episode, you know, like, they're running through the woods and ninjas come along and, like...
Unicorns are mythical creatures!
Yes. They're mythical creatures. Therefore, they exist within myth.
I believe ninjas are real.
Ninjas used to be real, yes.
Especially in, like, you know, Asian culture.
Yeah.
You know, they are real.
Their spies are probably ninjas. I mean...
I wouldn't be surprised.
Right. If you work as a spy for an Asian culture, you are a ninja!
Wada! I am a ninja!
Oh, that kills me.
But yeah, like, I don't know. I don't really know what else to say.
Yeah.
Charlie was the one who put that card in about them all working together as a team and being a family. Though.
Yeah, she played that card. I loved it. Because, like, she hasn't been on the team for that long.
Right.
Just this season. And she's already grasped something that the two original people, the only two OG members left, forgot.
Yeah.
And I say the only two OG members because currently Ray is possessed by a demon. So he's not currently on the team.
He not.
Because
Ray is gone.
Yeah, Ray is in hell. Being tortured.
And hell is Earth, apparently.
Right? Hell on Earth is a real thing.
Constantine.
Yeah, I kind of expected more, like, I don't know why I expected something more gruesome. It's Legends.
Yeah.
It had to be something campy, like Hell on Earth.
Right.
But, I don't know, like, part of me expected kind of like that supernatural hell.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, like, and I don't mean, like, walking in the dungeons of hell.
I mean, but there's probably a purpose. There's probably a reason that was the version of it that he went to.
Right. I mean, it could be like supernatural heaven. Everybody had their own heaven.
Yeah. That could be his idea of hell.
Mm-hmm. It could be like in Xena, where you have the different levels. Like, if you were good, okay, you get this area, but if you were pure, you get this. If you were bad, you get this. If you were evil, you get this.
Right.
You know, like, if you were neutral, you get the worst section possible somehow.
Because you're neutral. You don't have an opinion.
Right.
But yeah, like, I don't know. I've pretty much liked Constantine since I first saw his show
Mm-hmm.
that was canceled.
Right.
So I'm really happy that they brought him onto Legends so he could still be a part of that universe.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm glad Nora's working with the Bureau.
Yeah.
It's nice to see her doing that again.
She's officially an agent, which is awesome.
Nick and Zari are just freaking adorable, and I love them.
I love that they finally admitted they were banging each other.
Mm-hmm. It's like, good. Now you won't be so weird now.
Right? Like, everyone knew
now
it.
It won't be weird for you now.
Yeah. Everyone knew it.
I mean, it's obvious.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
anything else you have?
I don't think so.
Okay, then.
But I'm excited for what's to come.
Right.
I don't know what time period they go to next week, but, like, Zari had bangs. It looked like it was, like, the 60s or 70s or something.
Yeah, I'm excited for Constantine's walk in hell.
Yeah.
Also, quick announcement. Flash is ending next week, not this week, next week. And we will be doing a live stream at 8 Pacific during the show's
8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Which means that it will be 10 p.m. on the East Coast and 11 p.m. on the East Coast, 10 p.m. For Central Time, and yeah. So.
And 9 Mountain Standard.
Yep. And if you're in Hawaii, well, you're 3 hours behind us, so.
So we're watching it before you.
Yeah, basically.
But yeah, so come watch us watch it, see our reactions as they happen, and communicate with us. Talk about the show. We'll talk during commercials or during slow parts. And yes.
Yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna do any other live streams. We might just do the Flash this time. So
if you guys want, let us know, and we'll maybe consider doing it if we know we'll have a fan base for it.
Yeah.
But Flash is usually one where we get a couple people, so we really enjoy doing that.
Probably won't do it for the others, just the Flash. Because we've been doing that longer than we have Legends.
Yeah. And,
you know, people watch our Flash reviews pretty regularly, so yeah.
So, yeah, I guess until
next time, stay true to who you are.